I'm going to ask our MEC to address us. It's such an honor to have her here with us. Congress, once again, a hearty word of welcome to our MEC of Agriculture, Ms. Marcy Manapole. We eagerly await to hear from you.
Thank you very much, President. Goedemiddag. Ik zei net eerstens dankie en ik waardeer het die voor die gelegenheid voor mij, voor u gegeven het voor mij. So, ik zei net, ik wens ook gelukkig voor die dag. So, with that, noting and appreciating President and the EXCO leaders present here, the leaders of the unions in the sectors, and as well as all stakeholders and the sponsors. I think it was deliberate, President, for you to mention the sponsors before I arrive. So before I speak, I think we can build a relationship moving forward with us and be able to say, and when I arrived, I did listen to your speech. I was sitting at the back, and I heard all what you have raised with us as government and on behalf of the Premier as well as here. I think when I go towards the end, I'll cover what you have raised. So thank you very much, and let me greet all the delegates present here. So today, as we gather here to discuss the future of agriculture in the Northern Cape Province, I think it's imperative that we consider not only evolving dynamics of economy, but also critical roles that the women and youth must play in the transformation of the sector. The theme of the Congress speaks to rethinking our approach of agriculture. And in doing so, we must acknowledge that traditional phases of farming is changing. That's the reality. It is changing. The future of the province's agricultural sector depends on the ability to engage, to empower, to elevate the voices of women and youth, alongside the invaluable experience of our current and aging farmer population. And I think the reason why I'm emphasizing women, because we're in a Women's Month, and the youth are the future. And I think there's the opportunity for now we take the youth along and we ensure that we transfer the skills while we still have our experienced farmers present. So women have long been a backbone of rural communities, yet their contribution often goes unrecognized and unutilized. It is time to change this narrative by fostering an environment where women can access the resources, training, and opportunities they need. Will unlock the wealth of the potential that they can drive innovation and sustainable in the agriculture. Women bring a unique perspective of farming, particularly in the areas of resources and management and community development, and the involvement in critical long-term success of our sector. And I'm happy, President, I saw that there will be an event of the women later today in Kimberley Inn. So it shows that indeed you are taking the part and the role of women serious, because there is some programs that you are empowering to ensure that women do play their role. Similarly to the youth representative, the future of agriculture, they bring a fresh ideas, energy, and readiness to adopt the new technology and practice that are essential in rapidly changing the world. By investing the agricultural education mentorship program and the entrepreneurship opportunities, we can ensure that the next generation is not only prepared to take over from the predecessors like yourself here, leadership who are here, but also equip and to lead the industry into the new frontiers. We must create pathways that makes agriculture an attractive, a viable career option for our young people, ensuring that seeing the farming not a last resort, but also the field of endless possibilities. TikTok has taken over our life of our children who are staying in the farms. They want to see themselves in the cities. they don't see agriculture as fashionable, whereas agriculture speaks to the food security. They meet agriculture in the morning, at the breakfast, they meet agriculture at lunchtime, they meet agriculture at supper. So our young people who are in TikTok, they must be able to ensure that they see agriculture as important, that it plays a role in the future of our province and the country, because it's a backbone of the food security of our province. In this vision for the future, the cultivation of high-value crops must also take a center stage. These crops, which offer significant economic returns, are often more resilient to the climate variability, can play a critical role in diversifying our agricultural output, bolstering a province economy. However, we must be mindful of the challenges posed by the climate change. Northern Cape can testify to that. We have been experiencing a drought for about 15 years. We are not off the woods yet. The early warning has shown us that in the department, the team that have given the report, the areas of Namakwa in the Rechtersveld are still having the challenges of the drought. So those are the things that, so the resilience of our leaders here present, because all of you walk the field, it shows the resilience to be still in business in the midst of the effects of the climate change and all the disasters that have taken place in our province. So we do appreciate. So this threatens to disrupt our traditional farming practices and demands that we adopt a sustainable and adaptive approaches. So where we can change and be able to see how we adapt as a result of the climate changes that we have to. So we have to be able to ensure as a department, government, and yourself, and be able to see how can we move forward and be able to address those challenges. So to address these challenges, we must embrace climate-smart agriculture, strategies that can not only increase the productivity, but also build resilient climate impact. This includes investing in research and development to breed crops that are drought-resistant, and implementing water-saving technologies and promoting practices that enhances soil health by focusing on high-value crops that suited in our changing climate. We can secure more prosperous and sustainable future for Northern Cape agriculture. I can say that, President, that we have engaged ARC, Agricultural Research Council, with regards to the research agenda. They gave us a presentation last time. We are on the process of finalizing the MOU with them to be able to help us and also so that we can share that information. I had the call that we have faced, saying that the government must come to the party. I want to say that I think the meeting that we had previously in the 6th administration with the leadership of yourself and your representative, and saying that indeed we're not enough. The engagement should be ongoing. And also I just attest that when I extend an invitation to the organization, your representative do come and present, and also they make available contribution to our meeting. The last meeting that we had, it was around the issues of the energy. When we were well represented and say they made available contributions to us to ensure how we can approach and also to support our farmers in the province and be able to say that how can we move forward. So those are the issues that ARC have also been able to help us with, with the crops and also with the soils. What are the crops will be resilient to our province? So as we move forward, and said to me that we will have to agree on maybe a quarterly meeting that we can have, and as soon as and share the information, all range of issues. I have also engaged the land bank with regards to the agri energy, and to be able to assist our farmers, knowing that Northern Cape is more also on the irrigation. Agriculture is dependent on irrigation and also the farmers. So I think this is a good, indeed a meeting that I'm still in 3 weeks, even though it's my old office, my new office, setting up programs that how we're going to approach. Part of my approach on ensuring that already I have the points of agenda I've drafted from what you have presented earlier on when you open the meeting, the issues that you really want to hear the government and speak to is. So the issue of the challenges, it seems as if we are saying that agriculture sector is the shop steward of all the sector with the coming to roads. I noted when you were coming for it, forever, because it's only agriculture who are feeling the brunt of the roads. And I know that the MEC of Public Works, in the last budget speech she presented, we agreed, she managed to, as government, provincial government, we engaged her to go and negotiate to the national to see which roads they can take up to ensure that we take them to national. For start, they agreed for 900 kilometers. The national, which will fall on Central, will take up 900 kilometers. That is the start. But this financial year, the MEC said she's still going to go and persuade. And myself and her, we have agreed with the meetings that we have to see the roads that goes in between the farms, how can we be able to share a responsibility and maintain those roads and to ensure that we really assist the farmers moving forward. So those are the part of the other issues that myself and the MEC of the roads and public works have we engage and say how forward. He said, for now, as we have moved forward, can you also increase the numbers, but in now biased on the farms, farming areas and farming communities. And noting that there are areas also when the subs have raised the challenges when coming to where they cannot even provide the support, the necessary support, because of the other roles are some challenges where we had engagement with the provincial commissioners, what coming to rural safety, which is coming to all stop thefts, also killings to our farmers and farm workers, so all range of issues that you can be able to see. So as I conclude and say that I note and say to us that I'm looking forward to be able to ensure that all the issues that we have raised and see how we can elevate and be able to say how can we progress. So the future of agriculture in the Northern Cape lies in our ability to be innovative and diversified. And as we diversify, we have to see which crops, high-value crops, that can be able to assist us. And our president and the province have gone to international investors and opening doors for us and with regards to those high-value crops that, and also we got a report lately now. It says that China is also looking for the lucerne, in particular of the Northern Cape. They've made their research and they said Northern Cape lucerne is of high quality. So those are the things that we will have to ensure that and be able to point to. So what international investors' interest in the agricultural produce of the Northern Cape, which ones? We know the one of the pecans already that has been done, one of it, and the citrus. So it's just part of the few. I think that meeting that we'll have, it will be able for us to have the platform where we can unpack all the potential possibilities, investors to be able to grow the sector in our province. I want to believe you can help me because I have a responsibility that have been given to me to rethink the economy of our province and also to ensure how can increase the contribution to the GDP by the sector of agriculture. One of the key things that I also as a leaf and then also saying, pardon to you, the issue that is a backbone of it is agro-processing, which is as a province, agricultural sector, we are not really doing well with the issues of agriculture. Let what we produce, let's try to see how best we can process it here and beneficiate. As the Premier also wants to do with the issues of the mining, try to push. We as agricultural sector, the issue of the agro-processing, we need to expand it because of it. The value chains, it will create jobs, opportunities as well. The economy can be activated and we grow. Our contribution to the GDP as a sector will increase. and also be able to expand, and also what we can, because the market in the international world is days waiting for us. We went to Singapore, where the Asians the exhibition was for the more of the Asian countries that they came together and be able to see. So the market is there. And when they arrived there, the MEC Beef Master is not here. By that time when I arrived at the exhibitions, that so no, it's fine. We'll have engagement with one of the key exporters and in the red meat industry, so that next time when we go and exhibit and be able to say, because where the investors are, and be able to see what can be moved forward and so on. So with that, just want to say that together we have to harness the power of our collective strength and focus in the high value climate resilient crops. We can build the agricultural sector, not only for the modern successful province, but also for the resilient global challenges that we're confronted. So let's ensure that we move together and commit in inclusive and sustainable, I believe in collaboration. That's the word that I also preach and people. So thank you very much for the opportunity for you to be able to present the message of the department and of government and on behalf of the Premier. So thank you very much.
MEC, thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you for your openness and your honesty. Thank you for your professionalism. I can assure you that I'm excited, and I can't wait for the Congress to end so that we can start meeting with each other. You're welcome to stay with us for the rest of the 2 days, but I know you've got a busy program. As you see, I made some notes. I think there can be some structure in the process when we meet with each other, so that we can mutually assess what is necessary and prioritize what is necessary to further the cause of agriculture, but also, and I want to stress this again, for all the inhabitants of the Northern Cape. That should be our focus, to be a better life for all. Thank you once.